Well, g'day tubes, how's she? Hanging pretty good here. So you're seeing a bunch of old computer junk in front of you. Basically, pretty much I've kind of kept my computer stuff throughout the years. Some stuff I've reused. I think this case on the end, is it this one? Boy, I'm gonna have to try to remember now too. I think it was that one, my last computer that we've upgraded to from. Yeah. Boy. Isn't that awful? It's not that long ago. But anyways, I basically kept all my computers kind of from the years. I mean, there might have been some here and there that, you know, disappeared or went somewhere else or whatever. Was repurposed, reused. But we're going to have a look at them here. Now, they're not going to be all in any specific order, just kind of as is. I'll try to go in some kind of order. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there's one down there to look at. Nice one. Ooh, really nice one down there. Anyways, obsolete. Pretty much, they all are when you buy them anyways. I've also got another one over here. It's my gateway computer that I got from Best Buy way back, which has Windows ME, I think, on it, maybe on it or something. I can't remember now, XP or something. And that's what I use for my sign stuff because that program's so old it needs that old Windows to run off of anyways. I've tried to run it off a new version of Windows that doesn't seem to work, so it doesn't seem to recognize things. So I keep that one going as long as I can, and yeah. But anyways, we'll start with this one here. This is my very first original computer. Holy jumping, do you guys remember these old type of computers? Had the old floppy drives here and probably a CD drive, on off button, reset, a little lock thing on it here, and you put your monitor usually right on top. Great big huge 500-pound monitor, which I still have one of them too, but I doubt it works now. I don't know, I don't even think I want to plug it in. But anyways, this came off, and this I think was a 3 or 486 CPU you'd put in this. And there's some of the old, I think they called them COM ports. I never used them for anything. I think that's what they're called. Some of my terminology might not be right. Little tiny motherboard, no heat at all in it. The CPU is out of this one, but I do have some for examples here. The old 486 DX2. That's probably not the right one for there. Nope. There's another 486 DX2. Man, I remember them came out. Expensive. There's one that'll probably fit. And this is, what is this one? 1992-93. I-33 megahertz, I guess it is. I guess. So these had to line up these pins here, over here. And they just kind of went in like this. If I got, oh, I got a bent pin there, I see on this one. Oh, bending the pins. I think that will fit, but I got a couple of good bent pins here, which isn't a good thing. Can't see it to begin with. I'm not going to start this thing up or nothing because there's no hard drive or anything in it, but I just want to see if this fits. They're still kind of bent. 33 megahertz, and what were these ones? 66 megahertz, that's right. Not very much. The other one here we've got is 66 as well, so this is like older than these other CPUs. And bigger, of course, too, right? Isn't that awesome? The way, no heat sinks on these, that's the way they were. From what I remember anyways. I think these just, oh, I got a lot of bent pins on here that I can see now. This one on the side's bent too. Well, we got a lot of bent pins on here. It's just those ones though. There's one down here that's bent a bit too. To be 100% honest. I used to take these things out just to groom my beard. They worked pretty good for that. Those all look pretty good. Yeah, from what I remember, these things just kind of pushed in. That was it. That side should. No, you know what? This one is different now that I look at it. It's close, but it's not the right chip, I don't think, for it. It looks awful close down in here, but I'm pretty sure it's different in this corner. It's a lot wider than what this is, so that's not even the right chip for that. I got another little socket here. Socket 3, like I say, I don't remember half of what these things were. This actually might be the right socket for this one. No. Honestly, I don't know. Can't really 100% remember. Yeah, no, this one had a different, yeah, this is wrong again. So anyways, that's fine. I'll use them for combing the beard. But anyways, how much power supply was in this? They gave you 200 watt power supply. That was probably a lot for this. No video card, this is onboard video stuff. Where that would be is probably this indent thing here. Trident, sorry, I looked it up backwards. I said indent. Trident, I think that was the 1993. That was the video processor here. Anyways, this little guy here. You can't really see it too well, I know, but that was the video processor. Opti, I don't remember. And this would have had probably, looking in the back here, it probably would have had one of the old dial-up modems in it. Likely went into one of these slots. Looks like this top one here. I got well, one of these two top ones had the slot out of it for something. Used it probably in my next computer kind of thing. Kind of upgraded the computer and used, oh, you can use that part again. Okay, well, we'll use that part again. There's, I guess, the little PC speaker. A bunch of little jumpers in here. This looks like it needs a screw on that side. RAM. What was the RAM in these? It's probably a couple of megabyte, which was a lot. Let's see if I can get any kind of reading off of this one. Maybe we'll get this one out of here. I remember now how to do that. Yeah, that's right, they clicked in. So that is, oh, it's not going to tell me probably. Made in Korea. It's probably a couple megabyte worth. Maybe it's 1 megabyte, maybe it's 10, I don't know. Now, if I can find any kind of number. Oh yeah, I remember how these work now. I think I remember how these worked. They just kind of fell into this slot. And then you push them up and locked them in, that's right. Yeah, if I can find any kind of number on this, made in Taiwan, 1984 to 92, I don't know what all these chips and stuff are. Opti something. She's an oldie, doesn't even have a, looks like it's got a spot for a battery on it there, but they went with one of these, I guess. Computer clock battery. It's stuck right down to the thing here, but wow. I bet you there's still power in that too. I bet you. We'll leave her there though. The same basic thing for plugging in the hard drive, or the hard drives, and powers to them. Only 2 hard drives, I guess. This one here, the small one, would have gone to the little floppy drive. Probably one of those to the CD, and then you'd be running cables from there to somewhere too. Now, there's some cabling stuff maybe here. These 2 big prongs, that's all I can really think though. But there you go, that's pretty cool the way the old computers were. I think this might have been a 386 from the first game. I think this computer is kind of important to me. I did play a bit of games on this to start with, and I think it was like Lynx 386, the old original golf game from like way back. It was actually a pretty good golf game for its time. But that, and I believe I did play a little bit of the original Doom on this game, or on this computer, but it didn't run it too well. It was really like maybe like 10 frames a second. It was hurting. The little video Trident thing here wasn't too good, I guess, so that was probably the problem. But anyways, those are fun old computers, that one. And like I said, that's kind of like my original computer, so the first one I ever bought. The old Com2 printer port. Oh boy. It's amazing how things have changed over the years. Now, that was my first computer. The second one, if I remember right, is right here when I went from this into these Pentium 2s, and that sure changed games. Oh man. You're able to play like Doom 2 on this and stuff. And this is kind of a desktop-y one too. And man, dirty. I don't remember it being that dusty. Usually I kept stuff fairly clean, but I'm trying to remember though if this one was actually one of mine or not. I just 100% don't really remember now. And these, I guess, just kind of locked in. Doing that right. Yeah, there she comes. So Pentium 2. Ooh, this one's a little more exposed. Interesting. See some chips in there. Now I think this was a 133 megahertz, in and around there somewhere. Don't quote me on it because I just really don't remember now. A little bit of a heat sink on it though, but I'm trying to think now. I kind of think the one I had, maybe I didn't keep it. I'm kind of thinking that it didn't have any of these heat sinks on it. So I'm kind of trying to remember if this was even my computer from back in the day. Like, these all have heat sinks on them. And I know I picked them up super cheap somewhere, all these other ones. Never to use them, just to, because I thought they were cool, like a cartridge. You know, and this one might work in there. I don't really know. A lot of different style of heat sinks on these too, right? They really change things over the years. And these big giant ones, just to keep the heat down a bit. I guess we were getting into this stuff, we were getting into a bit of heat, right? So that's pretty cool. I'll slap this guy back in here, I guess, just to keep the nostalgic of it. Maybe. Maybe not. There, she's in. Sweet. Remember these old ribbon cables too? Oh man, I hate these things. They're so ugly compared to what we're using now. This looks like it was kind of stripped down a bit too though. It's missing drives and stuff in it as well. Most times hard drives, you tore them apart and stole the magnets out of them. You know, like these, right? So get the magnets out of them. They're super great strong magnets for whatever you need, and good to go. Now this one was trying to see maximum. It's got to be more than 100 watt output. Fuse rating. I don't think this was one of my computers, honestly. I might have picked this up just because of what it was back in the day. I just really don't remember now. This got the newer style RAM chip installation in it. And what were these ones now? Korea, Compaq. Oh, I wish they would have put on them how big they were, because they don't seem to write on them. It's maybe, I don't know, 5 megabyte or something. Wouldn't be that much, but we got slots to expand to, so that's good. Put that in wrong that way. And this one you could play Doom 2 on it. It was great. Stuff like this. This looks like it still has the sound card in it. And the modem. I actually got a cable modem there, which probably still work. I wouldn't use it, but sound card on the bottom. Remember sound cards? Oh man, we just use it right off the computer now. But yeah, there's the modem. And that's your video card there. Now what video card was that? That is, well, it doesn't say. Probably was just like a store-bought computer. Warranty voided if removed. Oh, still warranty on that? Sweet. Looks like there's a memory slot on this one too. A Matrox. I don't know if you guys remember a Matrox video card, but that's pretty cool. Jeez, that thing's wowee. And then you got your other connectors here. Some USBs we're looking up now. Wow. And then the old printer ports and the old VGA stuff. Man, I kind of don't miss those ones. But anyways, let's put that one up to the side. It's pretty heavy too. And this one here. Now, one of these I got for the kids, and I can't remember which one it was. Now, we'll look at it anyways here. These are probably no specific order now because this has a Windows 7 on it, so it's not that old. Oh, this was Dylan's computer, I believe. I'm trying to think now. An Intel CPU in it. Yeah, 600. Like a 600 gold. I think this was Dylan's kind of more recent one. Still got the drive in it. Regular hard drive here. Don't know much about it. Asus, yeah, P8P67LE. So it's not super too old, this one. I don't remember now what card that was. It's an MSI limited edition. Ooh. I've got two fans on her. I don't remember which one this was now, though. You'd have to try to do some research too. Oh, it's a GT. There it is, GTX 970 gaming. So it's not that old. This one. This one's fairly newish. SATA drives. It's got no M2 or M2 drive slots on it, so it's not super newish. But it's got the better cabling. Okay, this one's boring. Let's not look at this one too much. This one's boring, newerish. I think this is the one we got him. What the heck's going on here? There. This is the one we got him at the computer store across the road here. Okay, push this guy out of the way. And we'll bring in this guy here, maybe. And this is an HP NV700 PC. I think this is one we got from across the street there too at the computer guy. I know I got a couple of these for the kids and stuff, and yeah, they just sat there left on all the time they weren't using them, so I shut them off on them. This one's a little bit older. We've got a well, I don't know what size that is. They should really clearly mark on there. Probably generic though. Still got the CD drive in her. Seagate 1000 gigabyte hard drive. It's alright. And a pretty small video card here. I don't know which one that one was. She's pretty darn small though. Let me grab a screwdriver here. We'll pull it out for a second, see what it actually was. Pretty small video card, probably wouldn't run a whole lot. Windows 8. Not super old, I guess. Doesn't have any external power to this, so this is small. Wow. What on earth was this though? Don't see really any name on it. Starting to get into some fans on the, you know, video cards and stuff. Product of China. Probably if I looked up that serial number, it would tell me exactly what it is. Advanced Micro Devices. There's a serial number here that might bring up what this was. Let me look it up here. Okay, found some info out on this. Gotta love the internet. That first computer too was a lot of things I asked questions on the internet about. So this thing is a Hewlett-Packard 7429, of course, 20-001 AMD Radeon R7 240 HD 8570 graphics video card, 2 GB DDR3. It's one for sale for $85 on eBay here. 85 bucks for that thing. Why? That's the exact same one too. 85 bucks, really interesting, eh? Yeah, looks just like it. HDMI and a little port there. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty much it. 85 bucks. Interesting, eh? 2 GB. Massive. Massive. Now, what was in this for CPU? I'm kind of curious of that now too. Let's see here. They got these all buried in here. They're probably not going to go back to the exact same spot they did, that's for sure. I'm just kind of curious what they had in here for CPU. Throw it all back together after. I wonder if this has enough heat that it needs to have thermal paste put on it. It's a Hewlett-Packard. Yeah, I see HP on the motherboard now. See if there's any paste on this. I'll never use this computer again, but not with a 2 GB video card. It wouldn't even run my rendering software for this video here today. Oh man. Good old HP, eh? Nice. Still holding on somewhere. There's a bit of paste on there, but it's mostly on the outside now. But anyways, what was this thing? Let's grab a little towel here. Enough heat that it needs thermal paste. That's awesome. And we'll clean it off with some corrosive cleaner here. Oh, didn't clean off too well. Should have used alcohol, I guess. So this is an Intel Core. i7-4790. Wow, kind of surprised it's that much of a CPU in there. Wow. Let's pull her out here. This thing out of the way. Holy, this is new. That's kind of how they are now without the pins there. That's so nice. Wow, this is an i7-4790. And this thing, why do they have such a crappy video card? I don't know. This actually might be not too bad of a computer still. But I'm not going to use it, I don't think. So we'll slap her back together here. I'm not going to repaste it though. I really like how these work. It goes under that screw there. This is way better. It's a lot easier. Man, that one I just put together, my new one there. God, I hated putting that together. It was terrible. It's a freaking nightmare, that thing. But anyways, pretty good fan on it here. I've got another fan here as well. And it actually might work on this thing too. Pretty darn exactly the same. It's just got a better heatsink on this one here. Intel fan, that went this way. Screws nicely into that board. Hopefully it stays there for me. Those two line up, so all those should line up. It's kind of cockeyed looking on the board though, isn't it? And yes, I know I'm not repasting it. Someone will start this up in the future and it'll end up exploding on them or something, probably. Now, that did actually let go on me. Oh, darn. Yes, that thing did let go down on me. At least it sure seems like it did. Yeah, we'll make her work. I'll tighten her right back down though, but I won't plug it back in. So then if someone in future time says, hey, let's see if this old computer still works, they'll wonder why it's not plugged in. Maybe they'll investigate further. I don't imagine this thing would get that super hot. Well, maybe nice. Might. 40, yeah. 2 GB video card though, that's ridiculous. It probably doesn't support any more than that though. That's probably all it'll do. There we go. Awesome. That's pretty cool. Now this kind of went in weird around here. Kind of like that. There we go. And this guy can just slap back in. Man, this is so much nicer than these great big huge computers we got to put in our computers now. Pretty soon the video card will just be the computer. Wouldn't that make more sense? I think it would be simpler just to make a video card computer. Windows 8. And that's not too old either, really, is it? To be perfectly honest, I run my computers in and around the 3 to 4 year mark. And then I find things are getting tired, and it's not full of malware or anything, but I find they get tired after that. The electronics are getting kind of wore out. So there we go. So like I was saying, I do have my vinyl computer over there. I'm just going to probably not take it apart though, because I really don't want to mess something up on that. And then I am out of computer, right? So, okay, this Windows 7 Pro. Oh boy. Now, this is my old computer. Yes. So this one's not that old at all. This one's fairly new, actually. 32 gigabyte of RAM, and I remember that. It's got the MME drive here, but I never did install one in it. I could have put one in there. I didn't kind of realize that I did. Oh, I did put one in here. I put one there. Sorry, yes, I did. And that's a bit slower than the ones I got on my new computer now. And power supply 750. It's pretty good. And this was an i9 something, if I'm right. Boy, I just can't remember now. Guess we could pop that off too. These ones come off pretty easy. And this should have some fresh paste on it because it wasn't too long ago. Like this one, like it started to get slow. It's done a lot of work, this one. I guess probably they all have. And yeah, it's done a lot of work. I'm trying to remember how this come off of here now. Oh, just like that, I guess. Whoops, she's off. Yeah, this has got some fairly fresh paste on it. And I can't see what that one was, but let's rub her down. Paste dries up kind of quick too. It's still gooey on the thing there, but an i7-8700. That's right. Intel. Pretty much stayed with Intel pretty well the whole time. So they were pretty good. But yeah, this was a good computer. This one worked really well. The cables seem to go all over the place here, but of course, you know, we robbed things out of it. Like, well, there's still a. Could probably take that out of there too. That hard drive. That'd be what's got the Windows and stuff on it. This SSD here, solid state drive, and then the MME I think I used for like the video stuff, for YouTube video stuff like that. So but yeah, I could have put another stick drive in. I didn't even really realize that, I guess. But anyways, I've always had like this one had spin up hard drives in it too at one time. This actually still has the card reader in it too. I could use that, and a CD drive. I'll leave her in there. I don't use CDs much anymore. Anyways, who does really, right? But good little computer, this one. Like I say, she did a lot of work. And this one's a little different too with these little plug things here. They were a real nuisance to get back in. Almost impossible to get back in, actually. Oh, I don't like these ones. Why they come up with a design like this, I don't really know, but I think they're all down. And I don't know, they just don't really seem to hold nice and tight. You know, like to transfer the heat the best. Compared to, well, this other one's actually just the same. I don't know why I've got this second one. It's pretty well the exact same. It's clean though. I don't know. Don't know what that was from. Can't remember. Don't remember. Okay, well, that was a fun one. Not too much left really in this one either. And of course the video card was repurposed to the next computer, so there we go. More history. More history. Awesome. And that one, like I say, it's done a lot of work for us. Okay, I gotta get this big one out of this box here now. Oh, this one was awesome. I love this computer. Had all these fans. You could like get the fans going faster and stuff. It does have a lock on it though, and I never did have a key for it, but you'd open that and access all your stuff, and then you could open this and access the back. Of course, there's little fans, tinier fans in here that you'd have to clean every once in a while. It doesn't look like I cleaned this one. It probably quit and that was it. This was an awesome case, so it was really expensive. I think I remember when I bought this thing, it was like wicked expensive. Look at the mess in here. Oh my god. I don't remember a whole lot about this computer, to be perfectly honest. Let's get a camera we can look at it here. Oh man. The old thermal take, eh? That's the case I got now is a thermal take, so I went back to them. I think one of these other ones was a thermal take too. Yeah, my last computer was a thermal take as well, so. Oh, it smells very dampy in here and wet. Oh, it looks like I just threw a bunch of stuff in here. That's what all this mess is. That's just a junk fan there. It looks like it's maybe still hooked to something, no, but the rat nest. The rat nest. It still has a CD drive in it. Thermal take. Ooh, on for fans, I guess. The wires, though. Oh my goodness. There's another. Well, that one could probably get this sourced out and yank this one out of here. 500-mile cable. There it is. Yeah, it's not even hooked in there. So it's probably something I just chucked in there. Well, this was sitting on the cement floor in the box, but we'll say it's not smelling too nice now, so. I'm just curious, I can't remember what was in this one, and we'll have a look here. I'll throw that fan out. And this thing came out more, I think. Yeah, for building. Oh man. Oh, it's got a sound card in it. I think that was, oh boy. I don't even remember now. See if we can get her out of here. Creative. That's right. Creative Studios. Audigy. Oh man. Just covered in spiders. I don't know how the heck they got in there, but. And dust apparently. I must not have had an air compressor back in the day, but anyways. She definitely needs a clean out. My goodness. It's interesting because this is probably remnants and dust from my old house I used to live in or I grew up in, to be honest. Mom had carpets all over the place, so that was probably part of that problem. It's an MSI board. Well, this RAM stick has some numbers on here. Let's see if we can get us pulled out of here. This was a good computer, remember this. Kingston. Ooh. 2.6 volts. Not very much. Void warranty if removed. 400 G1 Kingston RAM. There's only 2 of 3 chips in it, so RMD1 400/1G. I don't know. I'm not gonna bother looking it up. It's probably like, you know, like 8 megabyte of RAM or something. It's probably not very much. CPU though would be kind of cool to see. I kind of think I remember these things. They sucked. They had like this saddle thing you had to get in here and push down. It was really hard to get that out again. Oh, geez. Boy, how was it we took those off? You can't get it from this side. Probably is this side though. It's like super buried. I just like to see what CPU was in it because I just really don't remember. I'll grab another little screwdriver here. See if I can do it with 2 here. Oh, geez. She might be warranty voided now. Oh, I just can't get a good hold onto it there. Oh, you dirty rat. Oh, geez. Try to switch in here. Yeah, these things sucked. I remember putting these on now. It was a terrible idea. Unless I'm doing it wrong. I'm probably doing it wrong. I know you got to push it down and then get this little thing that's sucked in there. It's like a spring thing. There's nowhere really to grab onto it. I'm sure a lot of these were broken over the years. It did hold it down real good though. I can see the chip underneath there. It's probably a... Oh, I can't even remember what chip that was now. Ah. Nope, that's just not going to work for me. Oh, she's definitely wrecked now. Well, maybe there was a trick. Maybe I got to take this fan off first. And maybe you can just, I think that's what it was. You can push down in the middle and then that releases it. We'll see here. Let's just undo this fan now that I've kind of wrecked that board. There's one of those little wee tiny chips doesn't seem to be attached anymore, we'll see. Definitely won't be using this computer anymore for anything, that's for sure. So that's okay. I think maybe this was how we did it. When I got into building computers, I actually worked for a company and we were building these Pentium 2s. So, oh, there's the key there for it. Sweet. It was probably there the whole time. Locked inside. Right? Imagine. Oh, man. We'll look at that video card after too and see what it was on there. Yeah, I don't remember now if that's not going to fit. Ooh, we had a little bit of a dust buildup in there. That's not too good. You know, I think it's from this side over here now. I look at down past this fan. But how on earth do you get that? Oh, you dirty rat. I can't get down there with this, that's for sure. See, there's a little bit more of a tab on this side. You just still have to be able to get, you almost need like a bent screwdriver to get down there and then pry it and then down and then out. Or this with this bar here, I'm not sure if I can get that or not. Well, that's a door intrusion wire. Yeah, I'm gonna need something longer. There's another longer screwdriver here. This might work. So I can get this down and then pushed off. Whoa. What a stupid design this was. I hated taking this off. I don't know if I ever did too often though, because it sucked so bad. Nope. There we go. Yeah, this stupid thing. So you got to push down these. Oh, there's a bit of thermal paste there. Barely melted it though. You got to push down on these, and then that locks it into the chip there. So this was an AMD chip. So I have had an AMD Athlon, assembled in Malaysia. Wow. Now remember these, it'll push down and then back up, pull a socket open. And don't bend the pins. There she is. An AMD. Now what is it? An AMD Athlon 1999. I'm gonna look this up too here. Okay. Oh boy. AMD Athlon XP 2600 plus. 1.9 gigahertz. There we go. Bus speed of 333 megahertz. Blah 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 blah. From 1999. So turn of the century. Wow. MMX instructions. Low power features. Halt state. 0 to 85 degrees Celsius. 166 megahertz because the processor uses double data rate. Oh, I remember that bus. The effective bus is 3333. Holy jumping, eh? So that's kind of cool. There she is, an old Athlon. Alright. That's pretty neat. I got dust in it there, but got no bent pin, so that's good. So we'll just maybe stick her right back in here. Maybe. I am going the right way, am I? No, I was going the wrong way. That way. It's so light, too. There we go, she's home. Thank you for bringing my Athlon back. There we go. Now this stupid thing. Stupid thing. I don't like this one. It's not the greatest, and it probably actually... Yeah, probably could go the other way, but we better stick her back the same way. Get that locked on there, hopefully on this side. Hardly even smeared the paste around, that's funny. Oh, it's a lot easier going on. Stupid thing. Oh, I remember these too. They, the fans just kind of screwed into the heat sinks. They didn't really have a screw hole for them. That's kind of funny. They just kind of screwed in. I was gonna say I should probably be writing little notes in here what these things were, but I guess I made a video of it, so. I'm just going to screw in 2 of these here, so again, in the future, if someone thinks they want to start this thing up, which it probably won't run now, they'll know that somebody's been in here. I'd like to see what video card this is in this too. Okay, why are you not screwing in? We'll just screw this one in maybe. There we go. Okay. So, what video card is in this? These things are cool because you can't really see, but they have these little things that pull up and lock. And then you just pop these things out. Oh, this one actually has an external power. This looks like a Radeon card of some sort. A little bit of external power. And a wee guy, not much. The wires, though, oh my goodness. That is one heap mess of wires in there. That's an embarrassing amount of wires. It's a heavy card. It's a dirty card. X1650 Pro AGP 512M. Oh, it's an ATI Radeon. That's a heavy card for what it is. Holy smokes. Don't really remember this. I'm going to look this up too, see what I can find. Well, it's not the exact same one here. It's the same girl on it, but set up a little different. Pretty well the same thing though, 512. ATI Radeon X1650 Pro AGP. And it is October 15th, 2006. 2006, October 15th, 2006, and production end of life. Okay, 8X AGP. Wow. 600 megahertz memory clock. Memory size 256 megabyte. It's not very much, is it? I thought it might have been a 512 or something. Don't really remember this one a whole lot, but 512 megabyte, yeah. That's what I figured. DDR2 memory, usually 128-bit bus. Probably was pretty good little card, you know. It would have ran like probably the Grand Theft Autos, early ones. What was out back then? Some of the Call of Duty stuff. Early stuff probably would have ran that fine. The Medal of Honor stuff. Good stuff. Nice video features. Up to 2 displays. Yeah, you could do 2 displays on it. It does have the VGA and then the, whatever this one was called. I can't remember what that one was called now. Digital VGA or whatever it was called. I don't remember now. Yeah, standard sized VGA and S video. That's what it was. Dual link DVI. Single slot. Windows Vista and XP. It probably has XP on it. Anyways, that's pretty cool. We'll slap this feller back in so someone can enjoy that another day. Get some of the dust off it anyways. Nope, you don't want to go in there again, bud. Why don't you want to fit in there for me? You know you want to. Nope. There we go. Yeah, those things didn't really lock down well, but yeah, there we go. Sweet. I don't know what power supply was in this. An ATX thermal take, of course. 420 watt. That's all we needed back then, I guess. Pretty sweet computer. Remember, it had these things that folded out for a little extra support because the case was so heavy. This thing does weigh a lot, though. Like these thermal takes are decent friggin' cases, and they still are. But wow, what a weapon! Oh, that fan we took out originally looks like it probably went in the top here. And I think that's what some of these, all this wire crap was for. A lot of it. Well, that's part of the fan system there, and then all these little guys, I think they all went to fans, to power supply, fan 2, fan 3, fan 2, fan 4. Like there's a bunch of junk in there for fans. Still the old ribbon cables though. I guess they worked good, but I'm glad they're gone now though. Now this one in here, I do believe. That had fans in it too, I guess. I must have thought we needed a bunch of air back then or something. I don't know. Everybody needs air, apparently. Sweet. That was a pretty cool computer, though. I ran that one for a lot of years. And glad she's kind of done. We're into the new stuff now. So, figured how this all worked again. It's not sitting right up there. Just hit her harder. Thermaltake cool all your life. There you go. Awesome. I don't know how you get air through here though, but I guess maybe we'd suck it through here into those, but pretty sweet. Anyways, that's pretty well it for my computers, other than the ones we're still running now. I got my gateway over there, but I'm not going to show you it. There's nothing really spectacular in it. It was a gaming computer at one time. Dylan used to game on it too, actually. Well, let's have a quick look. Don't really remember what was in this one now. It did have a hard drive in it. Oh man, stupid light this one out. Come on, light. Sorry guys. There. It did have a regular spinny hard drive. Uh-oh. I don't know what that was. Spinny hard drive in it, but I took that out. But it's got a fairly good like horn over the fan, which is kind of weird. And I always thought it ran hot. So on the side of the case, I actually put in another fan right here. But I did a while ago switch this to a regular drive there, like a solid state drive, because I was worried about the hard drive crashing. So, but it's got some RAM in it. I don't remember what, or what video cards in that. It looks like an ATI of some sort. Small guy. I can fire this up here actually. Should still go. Yep. It just takes, I don't know, 3 days to boot up. Just because of what it is. This is the computer, like I say, you do for all my vinyl stuff, right? We got a rust sticker. Sweet. Acer. Good old Acer, eh? Oh boy. Nothing like a good Acer. We'll let that boot up there. It'll take about an hour. No, it's about 10 minutes, honestly. And I mean, it's got some old software on it, so I'm not really too concerned about getting her to run any faster. I just get it going, let her go, and then eventually it'll boot up here. But we'll look at it in here and see what was in this one. I just don't really remember now. Okay, so what we need to do here is go here, and what was it now? Run DXDIAG. And I'll tell you what's in there. So, Windows Vista, Home Premium, English, Acer Aspire, M5800, Intel Core Quad 2 CPU, Q8200 at 2.33 megahertz, 4 CPUs. Looks like 8 gig of RAM in it. So, 2 gig sticks, I guess, 4 of them in there, something like that. So, yeah, it's pretty good. And of course I changed the hard drive in this, but this thing now has a half a terabyte, 500 gigabyte drive, which is way bigger than it needs. Yeah, 8 gig of RAM. Intel Core Quad CPU still works. We're not gonna take this one apart though. So, but anyways, Windows Vista. Yeah, that's right. This sign software won't run in anything newer than that. Where is it now? I've got too much junk on here. Flexi Starter. This is the sign stuff I use. It still works good for this. You know, what the heck? Like, I don't really want to buy you don't buy the program now for doing sign stuff. You pay a monthly rental on it, basically, and it's pretty expensive. So, for as much as I use the sign software, by the time it loads here, I mean, that'll be good enough. So, as long as the rest of her still runs good, what the heck? Doesn't run that often, so she had a bit of hard gaming at the start, we'll say, but yeah, there it is there. So, yeah, works good. But anyways, that's it. Sweet. Well, that's it for the computer junk that I ever messed with. So, it would be kind of cool to pop one of these open, but I think we'd have to. Well, I don't know. They're probably sealed shut. But inside here, there should be a chip of some sort, I guess, but I won't worry too much about that. But there we go. There's my collection of old computer junks. Some of them wasn't mine, some of them were. And a lot of stuff was, you know, used on the next computer kind of thing, video cards, whatever have you. So, and of course we've got different motherboards and stuff that we've taken out of computers and put into the same case and, you know, swap back and forth over the years to make things work again. So, but anyways, there we go. Thanks again for watching. Catch us all later. And you guys have a good day and happy old PC computing. Man, what a bunch of junk, eh? Oh, I don't know why I kept it, but made a pretty cool video, I guess, and showed you some of the old junk we used to play with. The old original. Sweet.